Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Woo! Hey, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, Sway.
How you doing, Heather B?
Doing great.
Want to play the entire song. I'm feeling good this morning.
As you should.
Yeah, I'm only on about 4 hours sleep, and I haven't eaten meat in the whole week, and it feels different.
Hence,
oh, wow.
You know,
I didn't see this.
You and I have had this discussion in the past. You never really call me, and I was thinking about you last night.
Yeah.
So I text you. You know, you've been having stomach issues, and stuff been going on because you said you wanted to refrain from meat.
Yeah.
I said, Sway need to drink peppermint tea. You hit me back, Heather. I just had coffee. Sway, have some vegetable broth.
Yeah, well,
you stopped texting me back.
I stopped texting you back, Heather, because that would listen in my cabinets. Listen, let me tell you, the reason why I had coffee is because it's the only thing I had to eat at home. There's no food in my cabinet, so there's no food in my refrigerator. Every time I've looked at meat this week, I just felt repulsed and wanted to just vomit. So I'm going through something with the meat. I think I'm about to go back to being vegetarian.
Well, I was up at 3:30 a.m. for you. I made you some homemade vegetables.
Thank you, Heather.
Vegetable broth, man. I had to take care of you. I don't need your stomach to be talking to me.
Okay, you know
morning.
what? This is you got to appreciate. Pardon me. You got to really appreciate coworkers that care. You know, Tracy G. She's known. You've been hearing this conversation about me being sick the entire week or going through I don't know what it is. And Heather B reached out to me to ask how I was doing, made me some veggie soup. You reached out to me for what? What was it that you sent me yesterday?
Yesterday? Oh, to speak about Heather's birthday?
No. The other thing that was more you related.
Me related? Oh, my invite.
Yeah. Come party with me. It's my birthday. And
But what did I do yesterday? I made suggestions so that you can enjoy that pizza.
That I can't really eat.
Right. I was like, just take the meat off. What about if you have, a plain slice? I was trying to figure out some type of,
way that I can enjoy the free pizza like you were.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you, Tracy G. Yeah. Does not care.
Thinking of you always.
Did you not know coffee makes you go to the bathroom even more, Sway?
Man, it's nothing coming out, Heather. What I'm going to go to get with air? Air pockets. Okay, we got an interesting show today. T-Pain is coming by.
Hey, T-Pain.
Alice Smith will be here as well.
Yeah, she was nominated at the Black Girls Rock.
Incredible singer. We got a guest DJ, Kid Sedek is here, and Jamie Foster Brown will be here from Sister.
Wow.
All right. Who's waking up with Sway in the morning? 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning. That was Cash Money, Marvelous Marv. You can find that on SiriusXM Channel 46 Backspin. Philly's finest, 24 minutes into the hour, Shade 4-5. Who's waking up with Sway in the morning? We got LDs in Minnesota. Have the B. Say what up to LD.
LD, what does that stand for?
Oh, man.
Hey, man, what's happening, brother? T-Pain coming by today.
Oh, yeah. He a great singer. I feel like he a great artist, more than he is just a great singer.
Yeah, he's written a lot of hits, man. Yeah. I was listening to that. All I do is win.
No matter what. Ooh.
And everybody
that right there, we used to
go
warm up to that in basketball. When I played basketball, we warmed up to that. That's a good hype song, too.
That's a good hype song. You got to, I used to watch movies or listen to certain songs before I went into business meetings. The song I used to listen to was Play at Your Own Risk, Soul Sonic Force.
I'm telling you.
And then the movie I used to watch was Scarface.
Really?
Before I went into movies. You know what I mean?
Well, I know Scarface. The other song I might be a little bit too young for or something. I might just be, I might be a little too young for that one.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting you say that, man. You ever hear of a song called Beat It by Michael Jackson?
Oh yeah. I know Michael.
Okay, you ever hear of Got to Get It On by Marvin Gaye? You ever hear of What's Going On by Marvin Gaye?
Yes.
Okay. That's older than Play at Your Own Risk by Soul Sonic Force, man. Get your history game. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Come on,
LD.
Come on, man. Come on, LD.
Well, maybe that's just somebody I don't pay too much attention to.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic record, but man, go ahead and Google it. Play at Your Own Risk. You'll enjoy it. All right.
All right, yeah, I will.
All right, have a good day, man. Cedro, what up in Wisconsin?
Cedro, what up? What up, good, family?
What up? How y'all living?
Man, small with big dreams, my brother.
Man, on my way, man. I'm finna sign this big deal. So y'all watch out for Nothing Less Records and Stacking Cheese.
There it is.
Definitely Stacking Cheese, man.
Nothing Less Records, man. Give it up, man.
Stacking cheese.
Stacking cheese. You know, man, we'll take more of your calls at 888-742-3345. While they're stacking cheese, this healthcare website is stacking more problems. I'll fill you in on that up next. Sway in the Morning, Daily News.
Extra, read all about it.
Hey, save your change. Sway's got your daily news right here, huh?
All right, 35 minutes into the hour. We said it, and we're saying it every day. The Obamacare website is acquiring more and more issues.
Ugh.
Hackers have attempted more than a dozen cyber attacks against the Obamacare website, according to a top Homeland Security Department official. The attacks, which are under investigation, failed, said this same official. Authorities are also investigating a separate report of a tool designed to put heavy strain on healthcare.gov through a so-called distributed denial of service. Does not appear to have been activated yet, but they received about 16 reports that are under investigation and one open source report about a denial of service.
All Obama wants is for 2013 to be over with.
That's it, right?
That's it.
That's what he wants for Christmas.
Yes.
All right. And you know who may share that same sentiment is Toronto Mayor Rob Ford. People are asking for him to leave office. The council voted yesterday. They want him to take a leave of absence. They called it a friendly suggestion. Ford says he's not going anywhere. and he spazzed out. Allegations continue to pile up against him. Ford's already admitted to smoking crack.
Yeah.
And drinking too much. A 500-page court report adds fuel to the fire, alleging a pattern of drug use, escort purchases, and erratic and sometimes abusive behavior by the mayor. And one other thing, Ford says he's purchased illegal drugs within the past 2 years.
Whoa.
While he was in office, at least he's paying his way. He is arguing with the councilman about visiting a crack house.
And how many bedrooms are in that house? There are probably 4 or 5 members that live in the house. The father just passed away. It is not a crack house. Have you visited the house? Have you walked in the house? No, actually,
no,
you
haven't.
I have no
so
interest,
you're listening.
actually.
You're listening to what the media says.
Is it a completed
Mayor Ford,
basement?
please.
No, hold on. Can I answer the question?
But allow Councillor Thompson
I
to
get
ask
to
the
ask
question.
the questions. Thank you. You get to answer, Mayor.
I'm answering, but you don't want to hear my answer.
Actually, you're not being truthful. That's my
I'm not being
problem
truthful.
with
Have you
respect
been
to
into
Grant.
that house?
I have no interest in being in that house. I'm not a crack user.
Oh, wow. Oh, yo, he's fast. He's having a nervous breakdown before our very eyes.
Nah, there was more, too. They were asking him about the weed, and he asked them, did you smoke weed? Nobody would answer. See, I think this dude knows a lot more about people than leading on to.
He's
you
about
know,
to start dry
he
snitching.
about to start. I like him. I like anybody that tells.
Okay, well, we see that happen often in the workplace. You have someone who gets in trouble, and then they start telling on everybody.
It's bigger than Nino Brown.
It's bigger than Nino Brown. If you ever been in that situation in your work environment where the culprit starts snitching on everybody, call us, 888-742-3345.
Now, Sway has more of your daily news.
Yo, Sway, what's up with the daily news, baby? What's the verdict? Spit it like you heard it.
On Shade 45.
And how many bedrooms are in that house? There are probably 4 or 5 members that live in the house. The father just passed away. It is not a crack house. Have you visited the house? Have you walked in the house? No, actually,
no,
I
you
have
haven't.
not. I have no
so
interest,
you're listening.
actually.
You're listening to what the media says.
Is it a completed
Mayor Ford,
basement?
please.
No, hold on. Can I answer the question?
But allow Councillor Thompson
I
to
get
ask
to
the
ask
question.
the questions. Thank you. You get to answer, Mayor.
I'm answering, but you don't want to hear my answer.
Actually, you're not being truthful. That's my
I'm not being
problem
truthful.
with
Have you
respect
been
to
into
Grant.
that house?
I have no interest in being in that house. I'm not a crack user.
Wow, that was Mayor Rob Ford out of Toronto City in Canada, and he was being confronted by the Toronto City Council, who have asked him to step down and take a leave of absence as a friendly suggestion, and he just exploded, and he went on to say a lot more.
Yeah, he asked people, did they smoke weed before? He wasn't the only one. People with glass houses shouldn't throw stuff. I mean, he went in.
He started snitching.
Yeah.
Elton is in Florida. You ever have somebody get in trouble in the workplace and start pointing out other folks?
all day. Good morning, Heather B, and good morning, Sway.
Good
Hey,
morning.
good morning.
Elton.
Hey, let me tell you about this story, Sway. You're going to love this, man. I was 16 years old working at a retail place. I'm not going to, just disclose the name or anything.
Yeah.
But I'm working, And one of the girls I used to kick her with there, she got caught smoking weed, and she started snitching on everybody. So I'm like, oh, it's going down because everybody's smoking weed up in this piece. You know what I mean? And I noticed because I was helping them get it.
Yeah.
So anyways, on top of all of that, they come around to do random drug tests. So I'm like, oh, it's going down. They came to me, Elton, you got to do a random drug test. I said, I don't have my ID on me. I left it home. The man just said, no problem. I'm going to take you to go get your ID.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. So I'm in the car like, what I'm going to do? I'm in the car like, what I'm going to do? So I'm like, okay. I get to the house. Guess who's at my house?
Who?
My old school uncle that don't smoke weed. I said, hey, bro, I need you to piss in this vitamin bottle for me. He said, no problem. I took the vitamin bottle, put it in the microwave for a minute, and then I tucked it in my nutsack. Right there.
Wow.
Crafty.
Hold on. It gets better, Sway. So I'm riding in the car with him with this hot-ass vitamin bottle right by my nutsack. So I'm like, damn, I'm trying to stop squirming around, because the shit's burning.
Yeah.
Right? So we get to the drug place to do my drug test. It's like, oh, we're on lunch. We'll be back in an hour. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm going to be screwed. I'm going to be screwed.
So
listen to this, Sway. It gets even better. So I get in there. And I got the piss still on my nutsack. I said, you know what? It may be just about room temperature.
Yeah.
They would never find out. So I get to the person to do my piss test. It's her first day. I'm like, oh, shit. So I get in the room, and she said, well, don't flush the toilet. Don't wash your hands.
Yeah,
You know how
yeah,
that goes.
yeah.
And I'm like, okay. I get in the room. I just take the piss and I pour it in the thing.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you don't do drugs, man. This story is taking way too long.
Did you get fired or not?
Did you get fired or not?
No.
Yay!
I passed the drug test.
Yeah.
And when I passed the drug test, so you know what I did? I had balls. I was like, you know what? I feel disrespected around here.
Hey, yo, man, I love that story. Elton, man, you made my day. You're a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
And he kept a job. We got sports up next.
Yeah, Sway. You'll never guess why an ex-NFL player was sentenced.
Shade 4-5.
The latest in sports.
Yeah, baby! Yeah, baby! What a game! Unbelievable! What a game! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! I don't believe what I just saw!
It's Sway in the Morning Sports Report on Shade 45.
All right, 51 minutes into the hour.
Yeah, Sway citizens, let's start with the NBA. Last night there were tons of games to watch, but no game was more exciting than the Clippers OKC game. Blake Griffin got into it with Serge Ibaka. You know he dates Kerry Hilson. Then Matt Barnes defended Griffin and got into it with Ibaka, ending in both Ibaka and Barnes getting ejected.
Griffin inbounds after the two made free throws. The buzzer sounds. Last year the Clippers were 0-3 against Oklahoma City. Tonight they get the first in 4 meetings against Oklahoma City. 111-103. The final score.
Now, I mentioned that Ibaka and Barnes got ejected, but here's the interesting part. After Barnes got ejected, he tweeted, I love my teammates like family, but I'm done standing up for these niggas. All this shit does is cost me money. The tweet was later deleted.
He put niggas?
Niggas!
Damn.
Other scores from last night include Philly beating Houston 123-117, the Knicks 95-91 over the Hawks, the Spurs 92-79 over the Wizards, and the Lakers lost to the Nuggets 99-111. Sway, 21 points your Nets got beat by the Kings. That final 107-86.
Why do I get the sense that you take pleasure in announcing that my teams lose?
Because I never went to a game with you. Tonight, only 2 games on schedule in the NBA. The Rockets visit the Knicks, and the Warriors will host OKC. Citizens, for more info on your favorite NBA team, go to Channel 221. Moving over to the NFL, tonight, Week 11. This season is flying by. Gets underway with the 6-3 Colts visiting the 4-5 Titans. For more info on scheduling with that game, go to Channel 88. And some other NFL news. 28-year-old former Bears receiver Sam Hurd was sentenced yesterday for his role in starting a drug distribution scheme while playing for the Bears. At the time of his arrest, he told an undercover agent that he wanted to buy 5 to 10 kilos of cocaine and 1,000 pounds of weed per week to distribute in the Chicago area. He also claimed he was already distributing about 4 kilos of cocaine a week.
Wow.
Here's the thing. At the time he was doing all of this, he was in the first year of his 3-year contract, which was worth more than $5 million. At the sentencing yesterday,
gosh.
it gets better. At the sentencing yesterday, the judge told Sam Hurd, I think your case is a tragedy. You had everything going for you. Bang the gavel and sentence him to 15 years in prison.
Gosh.
And he has to do 85% of that time before he's even considered for parole.
Listen, if you got a job and you got a career and you sell drugs, learn from this.
Yeah, man, really, really sad case. And last but not least, Sway, hockey! Yeah! Citizens, there are a few games on tap tonight, so go to Sirius Channel 207 or XM on Channel 211 for that scheduling. Oh, Sway, terrible. We are out of town this weekend for Sporty Sunday, citizens, but you can go to the happyhourwithheatherb.com starting tomorrow night to check out all the pictures and all the images and some drink recipes from Sporty Sundays.
Thank you, Heather B.
Yes.
54 minutes into the hour. We got Celebrity Wire up next with Tracy G.
Yeah, so much going on. Pebble, she is talking about that dirty dog affair L.A. Reid had with Chili.
And also Jamie Foster Brown from Sisters Sisters joining us. Shade 45. All right, straight in the morning, 3 minutes into the hour, Shade 45. Jamie Foster Brown is coming here. If you don't know who she is, she's the creator of the magazine Sister to Sister. They're celebrating the 25th anniversary. Dr. Jamie Foster Brown will be joining us momentarily. Also, T-Pain will be here later today. Alice Smith, who's a powerful artist, extremely talented vocalist, she'll be here as well. Jamie Foster Brown is here. Bring her in. Jamie Foster Brown, Sister to Sister. I love her magazine.
Yeah.
And I really read her magazine to get advice on how to act around Queens.
And she looks great.
And Dr. Jamie Foster Brown has just entered the room, ladies and gentlemen. Looking awesome as always.
Hey, boo-boo.
There you go. Boom, boom. Hey, happy anniversary.
Ooh. Sway, are you making out on air? Wow. My goodness. And Jamie's wiggling back?
Wow. Yo, Jamie,
Delicious.
have a seat, Jamie, and cool off.
Hey.
Right,
Sway, has any woman ever called you delicious before?
Did you say how many?
Oh,
yeah. Watch out. Come on, Dr. Jamie Brown. Foster Brown. All right.
Yeah, you don't want me to touch her, baby.
Hey, how are you?
Is the mic on?
Yes, the mic is on. We're live on air. Okay.
This chair's kind of half open.
Well, please.
Okay, here we go.
First of all, congratulations on the 25th anniversary of Sister to Sister.
Thank you.
That was one of my favorite reads. And you and I have known each other for years now, and
I always thought you were cute too.
Really, Dr. Jamie Foster Brown, thank you.
Yeah, well, you have to tell the truth, shame the devil.
Okay, that's what's up. And I always felt you were attractive too.
I know that. What happened?
Bigger than cute.
I've been married too long.
Yeah, you're married. What could happen?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Don't get me in no trouble. I don't even know if he's listening right now.
Well, maybe he is. Lorenzo, Lolo, right?
Lolo, yeah. 45 years next month.
Y'all been married for 45 years. That deserves a round of applause.
Yeah, wow.
So in 25 years, you've been doing Sister to Sister, which to me is one of my favorite magazines because it's a real read. Yeah, you can really find out about folks, who they are beneath the surface. And I always like listen. I told you I like to read to find out the mind of a woman too.
Yes.
Yeah. So I
like to find out the mind of a man.
Okay. Well, that's Well,
I interview mostly men because men dominate the industry. So, and that's important to me because I think that men have. You all are given a bad pass when you come here. You're not allowed to cry. You're not allowed to be human. Yes. I was just in the car in the taxi with the guy who was trying to keep from crying because his wife left him.
Wow.
He's a Puerto Rican. And I said, when you come here, we all come here the same. And God, brings us here. The doctor slaps us on the behind. The girls cry, the boys cry. Why is it that the boys have to stop crying and they're not allowed to show emotion?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to grow inside.
Yeah.
It's not fair, and then they burst out. They do stupid things. They hit their woman or their kids. They got to let it out some way.
We're frustrated.
I understand.
We're suppressed. Our emotions are suppressed, and we're scared to show them.
Cry then, Sway, cry.
I try to.
Well, that's why I'm scared.
It's hard. It's even hard for a man to try to cry.
It is. It is.
know?
And he was crying. He said, "Stop talking to me about this." And he said, "I'm crying." I said, "Crying is like a rinsing. It allows the toxins to come out, and it's good to cry. When I gather strength when I cry.
Yeah.
When I cry, I'm like, okay, good. Okay, I got this, God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I want men to let go, and I'm here to breastfeed you guys.
Yeah, thank you, man. You can pull that out right now, Doctor. I mean, you know what I mean, figuratively speaking. Dr. Jamie Foster Brown is here. If your man, if your man has cried in front of you before for the first time, I'm curious to how that experience was, and we're going to talk more about sister to sister. 888-742-3345. All right, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5, 11 minutes into the hour. We got Dr. Jamie Foster Brown, founder of Sister to Sister magazine, which is celebrating its 25th anniversary. She has joined us and brought up a really interesting topic about bitchy, whiny men who cry, or men who are.
Why you say
I'm sorry.
Because that's why they don't cry, because you just say y'all bitchy, whiny, y'all weak.
I mean, that's the perception of men that cry. That's what I meant to say.
Crying is good. I really wish we would let our men cry more. You know, my husband is so forward thinking. I mean, I think this guy is the coolest. I mean, he's just so cool. And he was a feminist before I was. He was like, you better get out there and get me my money. That's what oh, okay, I will. All right, okay.
We call that a pimp in Oakland. That's where I'm from.
He is a pimp, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's a working pimp because he runs a company. And so it wasn't like I was the only one out there. You know, he was back there holding it down. But he when he was with his sons, we have two sons, beautiful boys. And then when they were like 5 years old, you know, we were kissing, hugging on them. You know, our children were born in Stockholm, in Sweden, because we lived over there.
You graduated from school out there, right?
Yeah. I'm with the University of Stockholm graduate, and he has his doctorate in economics. From there.
Oh, wow.
And so the kids. We kissed and hugged on them, but when they got to be 5 years old, he was like, I'm not kissing and hugging on them anymore. And I'm like, why not? You know, they still need that. I thought he was really backwards. I thought he was really Neanderthal because he's so forward in his thinking and everything else. You know, but he was like, you don't be kissing on no boys. You know, I said, they need you now more than anything because there's a lot of things that are going to happen to them. They're going to be challenged. You know, the other kids are going to come up and fight them or whatever. They got to have some place to go in their hearts and their heads, and somebody to put their arms around them and tell them, now you get on back out there, Floyd Mayweather. You know, who I was just with.
Floyd's great, right? We got Stephanie on the line from Texas in relation to this conversation. What do you feel about men crying? Has your man ever cried in front of you?
One time he cried in front of me. The first time we ever experienced him crying was, we're both in the military, and he dropped me off at the airport to go to Iraq. I was deploying. And I called him before I boarded the plane, and I could hear him crying. But he didn't do it in front of me. And so this was about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And then probably last year, he was watching a video about this debilitating disease called Duchenne's disease. And I had just woke up in the morning. He was in the office studying for this paper he was going to write. And I go into our office, and he's crying, like tears running down his face, because he felt so bad for this guy that had this disease. But that's the only time I've ever experienced him crying.
Wow. So, I mean, what did you think of that moment when you saw him crying? Did you think any less of him? Did it open up your relationship more?
It did open it up a lot more. At first, I thought something was wrong. Like, oh, my goodness, what's wrong? Like, who's hurt? What's going on? And then he told me it was about him watching this video, and he felt for this man who was being taken over by this disease. And it really opened up my eyes, like, wow, he does have emotions, like, deep down in there.
You know, thank you for sharing that with us, Stephanie. You know, I guess Dr. Jamie Foster Brown is right. We should all start crying more. Right?
Not at work, Sway. I don't want Sway crying at work, Dr. Brown.
If it helps Sway, if it gives him strength.
Yeah.
The hell with what anybody else says.
I mean, look, we here, we divulge.
You know he's a man.
Open. I'm a man.
Right.
I'm a man. But, you know, and we're very open and honest and transparent on this show. You know, if I feel the need to cry, Heather, I come in here, I'll be holding a lot.
You can cry at funerals.
Yeah.
People can cry at funerals, and that's okay. But there's other kinds of hurt in the world that, I just think it's a good thing.
Thank you, Dr. Jamie Foster Brown. Celebrating the 25th anniversary of Sister to Sister. Just real quick, how in this digital age, how has a magazine like yours survived? What did
Barely. But we've got new ambitions because it's very important that my community gathers. And so we have something called The Gathering, where different organizations will gather and we'll popularize what they do inside the magazine 2 or 3 times a year. The magazine is international. But what it does is allows us to speak to one another to find out what organizations, what scholarships, what any kind of help place we can go to be better. I just want my people, my community. I love everybody, but I'm in love with my folks. I'm in love with Black folks. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. So we don't talk to each other enough. We don't communicate enough. We don't know who's got what and who could help, and that's what that's about. So we have a program coming up, a subscription program, and the groups that come into the gathering, we actually give them $3 or $4 back for each subscription. So if you got like 10,000 members, they subscribe, they get $30,000 from us.
Wow.
They get it back. Plus, we popularize what you do in that magazine.
So how could you sign up for that? Like, you just go to sister.
Yeah, we're creating the websites. Nicole is here today. I brought her on yesterday. We've been mulling around and chewing on this for like several months. How to do it, when to do it, how we can help everybody, and also help them with the different organizations. Say, okay, your conference is coming up. Here's the sheets that they should sign up for. And then Nicole, she monitors who comes in. Each group has a code. There's so many groups, the Zetas, the AKAs, the Links. I mean, there's WIN, there's NatFem, there's the Boss Organization. They're really interested, and it's mostly African American women right now.
But can Asian women also participate?
Yes. Anybody,
Because Czechoslovakian women, can they participate?
Sway, she says she loves everybody, but she's in love with...
I'm in love with, just like I love all y'all, but I'm in love with my husband. You see what I'm saying?
I get it. Dr. Jamie Foster Brown.
I can't be going to bed with y'all just because I love you. I just love my husband.
I'll cry if you do. All right, we got more Celebrity Wire up next.
Yup, and Mariah Carey looks like she's refueling her beef with Nicki Minaj.
Shade 4-5.
Some stuff you're going to...
Reporting on arrests.
Have you figured out why I'm in these handcuffs?
Fights.
You're a fucking dickhead.
And celebrity meltdowns.
No! If you can't help them, help me!
It's the Celebrity Wire on Sway in the Morning.
All right, 23 minutes into the hour. We got a very special guest, Dr. Jamie Foster Brown from Sister to Sister, joining us. Tracy G, what you got for me?
Woo! Well, first of all, I'm wondering if Chili and T-Boz knew the full gamut of drama that would come from putting that TLC biopic out, because we have seen bomb after bomb. The most recent one was with Pebble's daughter when she went on record and said that Chili had an affair of her daddy, who is L.A. Reid.
Ooh.
Now, Pebble, she's coming out with her side of the story. She sat with Wendy Williams, and she addressed just that.
I suspected a couple of things, but I didn't want to believe that. And for years, I didn't want to believe that, because I felt like they were daughters to me. I cannot tell you that, but I am going to write my book and put it in there. But believe me when I say, I saw a couple of things.
Isn't it? Well, Jamie Foster Brown is here. Dr. Jamie Foster Brown from Sister to Sister is here. This is something that was rumored like years ago anyway.
Right,
if you weren't anywhere around the music business. I remember this one when it first came out.
Me too, Sway.
And she's coming out. Pebbles has been quiet for years. She and I have talked at length for so long, and she's held so much in. In fact, when this happened, this biopic just came out, she called me and she was livid because she said, nobody really knows. I've kept this quiet for 20 years, and I've been the bad guy for 20 years. But it was her daughter, Ashley, who called and said, well, Mom only had a production deal. So when they have a production deal, they only get like 16 cents off the dollar. Then you got to split that with 4 ways with
the artist.
With the artist. But the record company is the one that gets all the money. And that was, of course...
ran by L.A. Reid.
L.A. Reid, and Clive Davis.
And Clive Davis,
yes.
Okay.
So the bulk of the money went to them. But I don't understand why Pebbles has allowed people to really dog her down like that. And also all these years. And then also that in the next issue we talk about, because she talks about it. She talks about it. Left Eye's uncle talks about it. I mean, we've got everybody in there talking about what happened during that time in the issue that I'm putting out next.
But is all this going to tarnish the? You know, they have such a great legacy as a group, and as much as they accomplished as artists. Do you feel like all of this is going to tarnish that legacy now?
Well, not really. I mean, when you listen to the music, like, I mean, when I was watching the show, I was like, oh my God, I forgot they had that hit, and they had that hit, that hit, and that hit. Yeah. So I think the music will live forever. It's not going to be the sweetest thing for the girls with Tiana and them, because there are other stuff that's coming out on those girls.
Like what?
Oh. That's why I was just telling you that. Okay. You know, it's just a lot that happened during that time, and especially Left Eye's family is very upset, very upset about how she was portrayed in that. Left Eye called me. I remember I was in France. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. I was in Paris, and the phone rings, and it's my staff. They said, Left Eye's on the phone. She doesn't care where you are. She needs to talk to you right now because she's really upset about what the girls are saying about her and what she's doing, and she needs to talk to you now. And I had to take a lot of time with Left Eye. And when she passed, everybody was like, oh, my God, telling the mother, we'll take care of you. Don't you worry about anything. She didn't hear from anybody. The mother was so devastated. I was with Tom Joyner at that time, and so I booked the cruise for her and her husband. You know, she's married to T-Boss's uncle. Yeah. And so I booked them on a cruise. Then after that documentary came out, I had to book them on another cruise, because when they came out of the documentary, she was just... She devastated. She was devastated. She had put Left Eye's assistant, who was down, if you ever saw the documentary, and she was like, she took care of everything, Stephanie Dayton. Left Eye's mother put Stephanie with me when Left Eye died. They said, I need for Stephanie to be with you to help you. So I knew a lot.
Dr. Jamie Foster Brown from Sister to Sister celebrating their 25th anniversary. She got the inside scoop. My gosh.
Taking my job. Oh, no.
Go one more story. One more story, Tracy G.
All right, I got something that you don't have, though, Jamie. We're talking about Mariah Carey, because it feels like she has a lot to get off her chest, and it has everything to do with American Idol. Remember her season. It was very memorable, not for the contestants, but because of her beef with Nicki Minaj. They were clashing all the time. People felt like it was a publicity stunt. But Mariah, she recently did an interview, and this is what she said about working with Nicki.
It was like... It was like hell, going to work every day in hell with Satan.
Satan? She called Nicki Minaj Satan?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That's a little extreme. Satan? Satan, Heather?
Who cares about American Idol?
Come on, man. You can't say who cares about American Idol.
Who's the last person that won?
We don't watch for that. We watch for the judges.
Nobody cares about that show.
We watch for the judges. Get out of here.
Nobody cares.
I don't like the way. But Jamie, I think it's something to be said. Like I think a book I read when I was younger was the biography of Malcolm X, and one of the things he learned under the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was to beware of the cameras, you know, because they could be your greatest friend or your biggest enemy. And we're starting to see people really let a lot of inner demons play out in front of the public at any cost. And I think it's for the sake of attention, might be desperation, they may be fame addicts. I don't want to hear Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj play whatever this beef is out on television, out in the public eye so much. I know that's the business we do.
It's pretty.
But you do sister to sister.
Nicki Minaj and Mariah will be all right.
Yeah.
It's the babies that we're raising that coming along. Our children, they're here, all this beefing amongst adults. We have no idols that we can look at, people that we can look up at and say that they comported themselves in the right manner. I'm just concerned about the children. Nicki and Mariah, they can be friends next week. You know how it is. You can't love these hoes in this business.
Nah, man. Just get that money from them, though.
That's hysterical.
You can't. I mean, that's the best thing that Snoop ever said. I don't love them hoes.
You can't love them.
You can't love them because you fall out with them, and then the next thing you know, they best friends again, and you out. It's just but and people do what they have to do for business. But what we're showing our children today is an abomination. I'm just so devastated. America eats its young.
Yeah.
We eat our children.
And shit them out.
Damn.
You eat them and shit them out. And shit them out.
I never heard that.
Yeah, you eat them and shit them out. Dr. Jamie Foster Brown, thank you for coming by. Sister to Sister, celebrating its 25th anniversary. Be sure to get this month's issue with Floyd Mayweather on the cover, the November issue, where he speaks and tells his personal story about being in prison.
The November issue has Jamie Foster Brown on the cover. She gave us an advance copy
we
of
got
December.
the December issue?
Yes.
All right, and then sister2sister.com too, right? People go
S2Smagazine.com. We're doing really great. Over 6 million hits a day.
S2Smagazine.com. S2Smagazine.com. Over 6 million a day.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's doing real good.
All right. Dr. Brown, thank you for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Sister, ladies and gentlemen. T-Pain will be here a little later on. And also Kid Sadek is here as well. He's going to be our guest DJ. That's up next, Sway in the Morning. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4 and 5, 40 minutes into the hour. You are in for a treat. Kid Sadek is here. DJ extraordinaire. You might have caught him on the Ultra Festival. Also on the Vans Warped Tour, South by Southwest Indie Rap Festival, of course. And this dude has been all around the world DJing. Where you from originally, bro?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Yo, can you cook Puerto Rican food?
Yeah, I definitely can.
Yeah, no, really. Yeah. Hey, is reggaeton still big in Puerto Rico?
Definitely. Definitely is, for sure.
Votio's a good friend of mine. Don Omar, Tego, all those guys. I rock with them, man.
Yeah.
Were you impressed that I knew them?
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
thank you, man.
Yeah.
All right. Kids to deck, ladies and gentlemen. What do you have going on for yourself right now?
I've got a show at Webster Hall on Saturday, and doing a mini tour right now for my new EP. And so Wednesday next week I'll be at U-Haul.
At U-Haul. So if you're in the tri-state area, Webster Hall this Saturday, the EP you put out, what is it titled?
Oh, What the Fuck is a Genre?
Okay, great. That's a memorable title.
Yeah.
All right. And that consists of a variation of music, different genres, or?
Yeah, it's a spin of different genres that I grew up with, different influences like hip hop, moombahton, hard house, a little bit of everything.
A lot of people work out to our mixes in the morning. So if you work out, if you're in your car, you're trying to get hyped, turned up, this is the perfect time. As we like to do, have guest mixers from all over the world here on Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. And if he's ready, you're now about to be entertained by the sounds of Kid Sadek. Let's go, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. 6 minutes to the hour, Shade 4-5. Kid Sadek, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kid Sadek on the ones and twos, man. A lot of energy, man. If you want to join him in the tri-state area, go to Webster Hall this Saturday. Yo, what's your Twitter address so for those who want to reach you, man? If they want to hire you for a party, a bar mitzvah, a quinceañera or whatever, what do you call it?
It's at Kid Sadek.
What is it? What is it called?
Quinceañera.
Quinceañera. Okay. At
Kid Sadek, KIDCEDEK.
KIDCEDEK, man. Thank you for blessing our airwaves, brother.
Thanks for having me.
Millions of listeners, man. The citizenship is international. All right. Thank you for having us, man. Thank you for being with us. We got T-Pain is up next.
Yeah, T-Pain.
Did you see him in the hallway? Yeah. Did he have a hat on?
I didn't see him.
Yo, I've been wanting to talk with T-Pain. He got a new project finally here. If you want to talk to T-Pain, 888-742-3345. Grammy Award-winning innovator in a sense. A lot of people are taking his style now, and we're going to talk to him about it up next. 888-742-3345. T-Pain! Sway in the Morning, 12 minutes into the hour. Have the big.
Sway.
There's something to be said about people. There's a term that I like to use called radical differentiation.
Talk about it, though. Talk about it, because you got to talk about it.
Those are people who come into the business. You got a few type of artists that come into the business. You got the type that you can manufacture in a factory because they're just clones of another artist. And then you got the type that changed the game and lead that genre into a whole different direction. The type we have today is the type that changed the game.
Come on, somebody.
And led his genre into a whole different direction.
See?
And in that process, when you're trying to make change, you're always going to have naysayers. You're always going to have a backlash. They threw rocks at Jesus when he tried to change the game.
Yeah.
Now, by no means am I comparing him to Jesus.
Get it correct.
But I just wanted to give you that type of clarity that since T-Pain came in the game and he introduced an instrument to the game that shouldn't be taken lightly, because some of the greats from Roger Troutman on down took a variation of the same instrument, the same tool, and made it something great.
Right.
T-Pain did something different with the tool and made it something great and relevant. Now people are abusing the same tools.
Abuse!
And making it all sound like crap.
Oh.
A lot of it sounds like crap.
Such a harsh word.
T-Pain is here, ladies and gentlemen. T-Pain is here, man. How you been, bro?
I'm doing great, man. I'm doing so good right now, man. You know, just getting accepted, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, it's good to be back, man. You know, I had to take that break and, you know, get my mind together before I went crazy. So
yeah, you were going kind of crazy for a minute, right?
Yeah, man.
Was it the fame? What was crazy for you? Give me an example of crazy.
I don't think it was necessarily any outside thing. I think it was just within myself. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was just basically trying to accept myself. I just wasn't proud of myself anymore.
Why not?
I think the status that I was at for so long got normal. And I got comfortable and I got used to it.
Got complacent.
And it was nothing to me anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was just
so you got accepted.
Right.
People embraced your music.
Right.
You started running an era of sound. Sonically, everything on the radio after you came out started sounding like, you know, auto-tune became just like a crutch for folks. Though.
Yeah.
You know, and that, you know, you start hearing kids trying to utilize it because they can't sing and whatever the other. And so you start going crazy. You begin to implode, I guess.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, it was just like, I felt like, you know, when I came out in the game, I was using auto-tune. I was doing things like that in order to make myself sound different.
Yeah.
And then when everybody else started using it, it kind of made me sound the same again. So I started, you know, and it's a bad thing to do, but I started telling myself that I was doing this for nothing. And I was never going to be as big as I wanted to be because everybody else was just copying me and then get as big as me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't the fact, but that's what I was telling myself, and that was just bad. It was terrible self-esteem, basically.
You know, sometimes I see things done on television. I've never spoke on this, but you know, working in MTV for 13 years, we introduced a lot of creative ways to cover hip-hop. You know, in a documentary form, we do it our own way, whether it's a short form. And I start seeing a lot of people borrowing the same tactics.
Right.
And I felt like it was flattering. You know,
yeah.
Then it got to a point where I was like, I mean, come on down, man. Shit. I mean, it took a long time to think that up.
Yeah,
you know, was there a particular song or artist that you heard and you went, fuck, okay, now, nothing against that song or that artist, but I definitely got to change something up now?
Nah, I mean, it was so many at one time.
Yeah.
It was hard to pick. I mean, even from, since introduction, since the
the Snoop and Pharrell.
When that happened, I was like, well, that's all right. There you go. That's it.
You can't do that no more.
So, you know, since that, I've been looking at different ways to change up my style. But, you know, at the same time, when I did, you know, that was on the Revolver album, my fourth album. That album did the worst out of any album I've brought out. And
when you change your style.
Right. And people was like, what are you doing? Why are you changing? We still fuck with you. Like, keep doing that.
Yeah.
And you know, now I'm back.
It's confusing. When Kanye did 808 and Heartbreaks,
I worked with him on that record.
So that was your influence, right?
Yeah, and the crazy thing was that he told me in the studio while I was working, he said, I'm calling this record 808s and Heartbreaks because I love your first album, Rapper Turned Singer, and really, if anybody listens to it, it's just a bunch of love songs with a gang of bass in it.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm calling it 808s and Heartbreaks. And that was just, I was like, man, you know, because I grew up like really influenced by Kanye. So to hear him say that he's modeling one of his albums after mine,
that's flattering. So when you hear a Future record, I'm assuming he's using auto-tune. Or some variation of it, or you hear a Rich Homie Quan record, or do you feel like
I don't think Rich Homie uses auto-tune.
He doesn't?
Does he?
No type of way.
I don't think he does. I think he got the same.
He just got the same similar style.
Same South
okay, so he may not use it. Okay, but when you hear for a Future, do you feel like he's biting because he's been making music for a long time.
Right.
Do you feel flattered in the same way that Kanye flattered you? That he's,
Yeah, I mean, I feel that same way about anybody that's doing it. I mean, I think he got more into it. He got caught in the same thing that I did.
Yeah.
Because when I started using auto-tune, I was just rapping and, just using it. But, once you start seeing how good it sounds and how much you can do with it, you start really singing for real.
Yeah.
So, I think he got caught up in that same thing that I did. And, in his defense, he was saying that when he started using auto-tune, it wasn't like mine. And it really wasn't.
It wasn't, right?
But when you see how fun records are and how much energy it adds to a record, you start singing. You can't help it.
So from this, man, I like to assess things. T-Pain has joined us. It feels like auto-tune is similar to crack. Once you start using it, you can't stop.
I mean, it's so fun to use, man. It's so weird. Like, even when if you're checking the mic and the engineer just all of a sudden put on auto-tune, you like, well, this song's about to have auto-tune on it.
Yeah, man. We should. Yeah, you know what? T-Pain is here. I want to roll into your new single. On this album, you're using auto-tune, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you went back to the winning formula.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, them bills got to get paid, man. I mean, at the end of the day, somebody got to pay the damn bills.
Come on, somebody.
All right?
Kids got tuition.
Okay. and is the album called Stoicville?
The album's called Stoicville, the Phoenix.
The Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
So the Phoenix, you know the story of the Phoenix. It burned to only rise again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and the single is called Up Down.
Yeah.
Do This All Day.
Uh-huh.
It's featuring B.O.B.
Yeah.
DJ Mustard, he's a friend of ours.
Yep.
He produced it.
There it is.
T-Pain is here, 888-742-3345. You want to talk to him, give us a call.
Bam.
Yeah, T-Pain, man.
Yeah.
Yep, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. T-Pain's here, 25 minutes into the hour. T-Pain is here. Stoicville is the name of the album. If everything goes according to plan, when is that album going to drop?
I'm dropping next year, man. Albums ain't really the thing right now.
Singles, right?
Unless you J or M or Drake.
Yeah. M sold about 750,000 this week. Eminem, congratulations, Eminem.
No doubt.
That means our checks are going to clear.
Yes, sir.
T-Pain, you're going to premiere this video on 106 in Park today, right?
Yeah, man, going in.
Okay, so you're going back in. What happened to, I know, I haven't talked to you in a long time,
right.
but what happened with you and the T. Wayne project?
I don't know, man. I think it just kind of withered away. It wasn't something that we was really paying attention to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just something that we thought about. It sounded like a great idea at the time, but at the same time, I was doing my album and he was doing his album. And we had this system, I don't know if we was just fucking with each other or what, but I would bring him a song with my verse on it, and then it'd be his turn to bring me a song with a verse on it, and then we'd take turns, and we kind of lost track of turns, and then just kind of stopped. But we actually have like a nice 12 songs right now.
Do you have any on you right now?
Right.
I do not. A lot of them leaked. For some reason, everything that the business produced for me gets leaked.
Okay, what do you mean by the business?
The business, the producers.
The business.
Yeah, the
business. For some reason, they leak it. What do you mean?
But they never get it. I never give it to them.
Really?
I never give it to them. They never have it. Nobody ever has a copy of what they do for me. I have no idea. But it's like
the mystery of the leak.
Yeah, and it's so weird because you would think, because all the stuff that I do with them is in the same folder as like all the rest of my stuff that I do. So they're gonna leak everything. Don't just leak your favorite producers.
Well, let me ask you this. This is the point. Now, T-Pain has always had his own eccentric style.
Right.
Whether it's the hats, whether it's the accessories, whether whatever, used to dance a lot. What's going to be different about your image this time around? Right now, you look normal.
Just very normal.
Yeah.
One, it's cold as shit. So, so not too many top hats gonna cover up this head, boy. Let me and keep it warm.
Okay.
But I don't know, man. I mean, I'm thinking about, going back to, you know, just what had me right, man. I might go back to the top hats. I might do a new steampunk style, and you know, we basically are seeing what's gonna tie this album together with all the music that's on it right now.
Speaking of style,
talk to me now.
You know, Sway, T-Pain came in here. He was ashy. I'll share that with you.
Super ashy.
Super ashy. He came in looking for lotion.
Right. I did look for it.
I offered Vaseline.
That is not good. See, you're of a lighter hue than the rest of us.
Can you explain the hue? So what's your hue theory?
My hue is it's just dark. Vaseline just like bounces light right off of me, and it's not good for camera. Y'all got way too many lights in there for that.
Okay.
Just everything will be shining. I got a jacket on, so I can't like Vaseline my whole arm. So if I decide to roll my sleeves up later on in the day, it'll be just like up to my wrist. It'll be super shiny, and the rest will just be like, well, you came from ground zero.
Thank you for clearing that up for me, T-Pain, with the citizens. I was offended.
Freaking hater, y'all. Now, T-Pain, going back to when Sway mentioned, seeing an update for the Team Wayne, it made me think, would you ever do a collaboration with Future?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
On like a father, son type of thing?
I think people are just making us have beef for some reason. I don't see the whole big deal. I don't know. I think it's,
you see the big deal.
I think it's just black people.
Yeah, the big deal. We all are black in this room too, man. Maybe you have a point. It is, man. That's what it is, man. All right.
I mean, people try to make beef out of little small things, but I mean, it ain't no problems. You know, it's more his side people that's keeping it from happening right now. But I know he said that he'll do a song with me.
Man, do that song, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it done. But you know, that man touring and man, I'm about to catch Future right now. That man doing his thing.
Yeah, you with your T-Pain.
Yeah, that costs gas money to go find him now. You got.
All right, we're gonna take more of your calls. 888-742-3345, and we got the mystery sack up next with T-Pain. I want to take them back, man.
Hey.
This reminds me of the Dark Ages. Oh, man.
Terrible.
I did things to this song nobody should know about. Yeah, T-Pain is here. You got a Grammy for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Got a Grammy for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Man, T-Pain is back, man. Fuck it.
You already know it is. I just got a list of the collabs I've done in my career.
Yeah.
It was 60.
Wow, 60 collabs.
And they was missing some. I found a few that they was missing.
Wow.
But that's, they just got out this thing that said I got more number ones than the Beatles.
More number one hits than the Beatles. Yep. T-Pain, man.
Shit, man.
All in 1 year.
Man, listen, publishing is the best way to make money in the business, right? So if you're writing all these hits, man, I don't care what these dudes say, man. Publishing, you could do a concert. Yeah. And you'll make money as long as that tour happens, right. or as long as that concert date happens. Right. That's one night.
Publishing is when you can take a break like I did.
Yeah, publishing and be cool. Publishing pays for years, past a decade.
Right.
Man,
so if you're getting publishing on all of these songs, 60 plus number one hits.
That's just collabs.
That's collabs.
That's just collabs.
But you still getting. But you get. that's not even your solo joints.
Yeah, ain't counting.
Easily, publishing has been your biggest payday.
Yeah, for sure.
So writers, I'm not getting in your pockets, just for at least listeners to know, can make millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Just from writing songs and receiving this publishing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What you have done.
Yeah. I got a award from, can't remember if it's Clear Channel Radio, something like that. It's one of them big companies, but I was the...
it was SiriusXM.
It was a big company, but I got the first urban artist to make $50,000 off of one song, and they only pay like 9 cents every time they play it.
Wow. So what are you doing? What are you doing with your money?
I usually every time I get a check, I put half of it up.
Okay, for taxes.
Not even for taxes, just put half of it in a savings account. Spend the rest, usually cars. Nothing else.
Nothing else. You got kids?
Yeah. That's
got?
what the savings is for.
3. Oh, okay. You got 3 kids?
Yeah.
All right. So you haven't had another one since I talked to you. Last time we talked, we talked a couple years ago via Skype, I think it was.
Yeah.
We did something for MTV. Good, man. Keep it. You don't want no more.
Yeah, they get real expensive.
They get real expensive. Are you with the mothers?
Yeah,
one mother?
Yeah.
Okay, so you with your wife.
Yeah.
Okay, how long has it been now?
10 years, actually.
Damn,
That's
my
dope.
God. Yo, props out to his wife.
For real.
Because when he was broke, down and out, and hanging on to her prayer, she stuck with him.
Yeah, she got it in, you know.
You taking care of her?
Oh,
man.
She ain't got no job.
Good for her. Good for her.
She's chilling.
I like her.
Chilling in the mansion right now.
Yeah, tell her, Sway, I like her. I never met her, don't know her name. And, you know, I'm not going to ask you. That's your personal business. I'm sure it's everywhere anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but what's her name?
Amber.
Oh, man, Amber's okay. I like
You know
her.
what, Sway?
He
You
said
really
it was
put
everywhere.
what's her name.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. Amber, you all right with me? Just, Amber, do me a favor and do not do a reality TV show.
Oh, Jesus.
Has she been approached?
Oh, yeah, of course.
She's not doing it,
For
is she?
years. No.
Okay. Man,
This
don't do that.
years in the making. Like they offering crazy money. We just want to get inside your life, and we're not doing it.
I guarantee you it would break up your marriage if she did it, if you guys did
It always does. Why does that happen?
Because it's bullshit.
People get embarrassed on TV?
Yeah, getting embarrassed, and then it's crap. You build it. Well, you trade it in that foundation for that.
Well, don't make your shit seem perfect, and then you know the truth come out on TV, then when you get embarrassed.
Yeah.
Tell the fucking truth.
JD and Cali, man. Say what up to T-Pain, JD. Go ahead.
T-Pain, man. Real talk, man. Just get your money. Haters are going to hate. Now, Sway.
Yep.
Real talk, man. I respect your game, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing what you're doing, homie, for real.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate
JD.
it, man.
Damn, man.
That was nice.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I mean, you're a citizen.
He ain't a citizen of New York. Cause boy,
well, he's from Cali.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he ain't from New York. That would have went way worse.
Ashley's in Nebraska. Say what up to T-Pain.
What's up, T-Pain?
What's the deal, babe?
How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Oh, that's what's up. Me and my brother was just talking about you the other day. We need you to come on back.
Oh, yeah. I'm back, babe. I'm going to be on 106 today, so go check it out.
Yeah, he's going to premiere his video on 106 in Park today. Make sure you watch that. What up to my little homie Bow Wow. Boston, Detroit.
Hey, what's up, T-Pain?
What's the deal?
Hey, man, look, you well missed, man. I wish you would have never disappeared. Look, man, fuck what everybody say about them auto-tunes and that shit. You disappeared when Jay-Z came out with that bullshit record. I wish you would have stayed. You made good quality music.
I appreciate it, man.
It's about music, man. This is not what these motherfuckers assume that it should be and how it should be. It's what people want.
Real life.
People show music, and we want you back, dog. You should have never disappeared. I'm glad you're back, brother.
There it is. I appreciate it, man. It's all about longevity, though. You know what I'm talking about? I appreciate that, man.
But Jay did make Death of Auto-Tune, man. Did you take that personally?
No. That's why I hit the stage with him.
Yeah.
At the
that's
jam,
right.
so
You did hit the stage with him, yeah. And then Ye kept using Auto-Tune beyond that anyway.
Yeah, he still is.
Still is using Auto-Tune. So I guess it never died.
Yeah.
It's just people out there that's killing it. It's a different.
No, true.
Stoicville is the album. Look for it next year.
Oh, yeah.
Up and Down. I do this all day.
It's all day.
It's the single. The video's premiering later on.
Today.
Yep. Do you sing in the morning?
No.
No, you couldn't do a quick run for us?
Do you believe in life after love? Well, I mean, give me something. You got anything?
Did you say Cher?
Yeah,
You're going to sing Cher?
He didn't even say Michael Jackson. He went with Cher. Do you believe in life after love? He even
You going to sing Cher? Go ahead, give him that.
Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. And then I'm T-Pain. You know me. Convict music, nappy Bowie.
Oh, T-Pain. For those who think he doesn't sing without auto-tune.
And I got a crazy cold right now.
And that's the difference, man.
You sound good, though,
I
man.
respect you, man.
I appreciate it.
T-Pain, ladies and gentlemen, look for him on 106 in Park. Up next, we got First Aid with Kelly Kincaid.
Yeah.
Let's take them back.
This program contains true stories of rescues.
It's First Aid with Kelly Kincaid.
All right, 47 minutes into the hour. We do this weekly. First Aid with Kelly Kincaid. Good morning, Kelly Kincaid.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is a segment devised to help you improve your health physically, spiritually, as well as mentally around your family, friends, co-workers, whatever the case may be. Strangers, too.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Sway, the holidays are approaching us. And, I started thinking that all our families are going to be getting together.
Yeah.
And, it's important. A lot of blended families. Did you know that it's over 1,300 new step families that are forming every day?
Step family.
Step family, blended families. A lot. I didn't realize it until I got older. I'm in a blended family. Both my parents, it was their second marriage. And they both came in with children. I'm in a blended family, and they had 3 kids, so we're a blended family. I just thought it was a Pleasantville.
So is that what they call it? Blended
families. In the U.S., according to the stepfamily.org, over 50% of the U.S. families are either remarried and recoupled. And a lot of people go through that, second marriages, marriages and stuff. So today I brought Donna Jarrett. She wrote this interesting book called You're Not My Mommy, Warnings from an Ex-Stepmother.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Warning. You're an ex-stepmother?
I'm an ex-stepmother of 10 years.
So you and the guy got divorced?
We're divorced, and I am remarried.
And are you a stepmother now?
I am not, unfortunately. And that's what we can talk about as well. Because when you're a stepmother when you're married to the individual. Right. But what happens when you and that individual break up? What is your name after that?
Right.
Are you a stepmother, or are you just now Donna?
What drove you to write this book? Because reading the book, he took you for a little spin because you married this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He had 3 children.
That's right.
Was living with his mother.
That's right.
And really didn't have a full-time job.
Right.
You sure know how to pick them.
Right.
Well, you know what? Every woman has some form of love in their hearts, or a woman, a real woman who can see vision for their man.
Yeah.
He had dreams, he had inspirations, he had aspirations. I just didn't know they would never go into fruition. You sit there and you actually help that individual obtain their career and things of the nature. And I thought that's what was going to happen. But overall, he was a great guy. And again, I talk about in the book observation. I didn't observe far enough what I should have observed. But, as far as when I first met him, he had 3 kids.
How old were the kids?
The kids were 3 to 1.
3 to wow, he had
3
babies.
They were
so
babies.
He wasn't that far removed from the third kid's mother.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
How many babies? Was it all the same mother?
They were all the same mother, which was, I could understand. Sometimes you make the mistake and so forth. But again, why I say warnings is because there were certain things I did not research. We don't research enough about relationships. And that was my biggest problem. I made a mistake, which is what prompted me to write the book.
Right, because I was going to say warnings from an ex-stepmother, but this could go for men, too, because men date women with children.
That's right.
I want to come back and talk about what are some of those warning signs that you should be aware of.
Absolutely.
And we have a lot of people that tune into us that are in blended families, if you will. They're either stepmother, stepfather, and dealing with children from another marriage or another relationship. If that's you, if you fit that description, 888-742-3345. Give us a call, 50 minutes into the hour. Here's Don Tripp. I just want to see my child. Sway in the morning.
And now, more First Aid with Kelly Kincaid on Shade 45.
All right, also joining us is Donna Jarrett, the author of the book, You're Not My Mommy, from an Ex-Stepmother.
Yes.
Warnings from an ex-stepmother. We got a lot of people who are in blended families on the line right now who have stepchildren. What are some of the warning signs that people should look out for? And what are the warning signs warning us too?
Well, the warning signs should be actually evident to most women and men. For instance, the children.
Yeah.
How are the children being taken care of? If, in fact, you got to understand something. When I first got one of the children, I got one, and I talked about in the book, I got a call 3 a.m. Me and my ex-husband at the time was partying, getting it on and so forth. We were just newly married. Now, we already knew that the mother was a loser. Already know it. She's a loser. She smells like nothing, looks like nothing, ain't nothing. And her career is welfare. That's really who she is. Now, you understand that. You're watching the whole scene. What you have to do is observe. Once you see what that situation is, what if you do get a phone call 3 a.m. when the mother tells you, come and get this little nigga, otherwise I'm going to kill him? You as a woman, what are you going to do? You're going to say no? Of course you're not going to say no.
Yeah.
So observation is extremely important. That's number one. Number two, what you need to really pay attention to is his financial situation. See, it's not all about the baby mama drama. I hate when people say that. It's more in debt than that. Me as a career woman, I worked on Wall Street for many, many years. So getting involved with someone who wasn't making the same amount of money as me was fine. I don't care about that. I care about the man, the substance of the person. However, you have to understand financially, if in fact one of those kids come to live with you and he's not making enough money, guess what? Those coins come out of your pocket.
So the original mother, if she sues for child support, being that you married to him, she could get money from your salary.
Actually, no, because what we did was I got advice from an attorney, and he told me to have your husband take that child away, which we did.
Yeah.
He came to live with us, and again, financial. I bought the house in Long Island. I got the beautiful school for this child. I wanted him to have things that he didn't have, that he didn't experience. But whose pocket does that come out of?
Yours.
Sure enough, it does.
But when you married him, he had 3 kids from the loser mom, as you call her.
Absolutely.
And he was living with his mother.
Right.
What didn't you see before you married her?
But that is the problem. Those are the warning signs. Now, again, I could actually look at a man and say, look, I understand what your dreams are, your aspirations, and so forth. You got to understand. You got to listen to the person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You listen to the person. It sounds like he was sincere and so forth, and I'm good with that.
You were in love with him. You believed him.
Absolutely. I believed in him. And what is wrong with a black woman believing in a black man? That's the thing. You be there, you support him and so forth, but never would I have ever thought that he would have took me for a loop. And that's cool, because at the end, that child benefited from what I actually done for him.
What else you also said, the thing about being a stepmother is that no matter how much you do for the children, they're always going to go back to the mother. And talk about your feelings, how you felt.
Well, I think towards the end, and I go into detail, I have to really say this. It pains me to this day. It's funny because that you asked me that the other day. I got a phone call from the children, and keep in mind, I couldn't have a relationship with the kids when we broke up because that wasn't my doing, that was his doing. You got to understand, he had nothing. I told him to leave. Unfortunately, he was cheating. And so I'm not going to stand around after taking care of your kids, studying with your children, sending your kids to school, paying for this, paying for that, and so forth, coming home from a 9 to 7 job, cooking and cleaning and paying
You were doing all that?
All that, bro, all that, and still bringing home the bacon. But what I am saying, even if a woman isn't doing that, and you are a stepmom, I have no children, I have a career, and I have so many other things going on, I still maintained taking care of that child because for me, that was important. It was very important.
Donna Jarrett is here. She has a book, You're Not My Mommy, Warnings from an ex-stepmother. Paige, you're in Atlanta. Do you come from a blended family?
I do. My mom and my stepdad have been together for about 12 years. My mom and I are black, and he and his son are actually white. So it was a really difficult adjustment for us. I actually kind of hated him at first.
Why?
Because he just wasn't my dad. And the crazy thing is that we experienced like a lot of racism and stuff like that too. So, I mean, that was part of it as well. But I mean, he was a great guy. Luckily, I didn't have like a horrible experience, but like I got to, you know.
You just felt you feel like he was invading your family circle when he first came with your mom?
Yes. I felt like he was trying to be my dad. Like, you know, so of course I'd always go to my mom. Like if I had, you know, some type of issue with him, I always felt like he was taking her side or she was taking his side.
Yeah.
Like it was really difficult adjustment for me. So.
Yep. You know, thanks for sharing that, Paige. You're a citizen of Sway in the Morning. I could kind of relate to that because I've dealt with a couple of stepfathers too. And initially, when you come into that personal space and you got this new energy, there's a male figure coming in. The kids tend to give the step parent a little trial and tribulation,
some shade.
But you, as a step parent, I'm not a step parent, but you kind of have to have some leniency towards that in the beginning, right? They're just kids.
Of course, they're just kids, especially when I met all 3 of them. You got to understand, they were like mutes. Every single time I used to grab them with the father, but I know where that's coming from. You got to understand, there's a lot of brainwashing going on.
Yeah.
So here's your dad with a new chick, and here we come picking you up. The kids liked me so much that the mother literally had to say, it's okay if you like them, because I know where that was coming from.
Yeah.
She would talk about me, even though she didn't know me. And so the kids were confused. And that's always a big deal. And I always warn women about that. That's also another warning in there, is that expect backlash about you, even though they don't know you. And this is not just from the mother. This is also all the other people attached to these kids.
Attached to the kids.
Aunts, uncles, and so forth, all these people.
Yeah, once my stepfather, he used to be good for making the sandwiches, and once he made the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, he won me over, so it didn't take much time after that. You know, Ryan is in Indiana. Your wife and you are both blended, Ryan?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so you guys both brought children to the marriage.
Yeah. I have a child, 5 years old, and she has a child who is 6, and then we had a little girl together. She's 1.
Wow. So you have a child 5, she had a child of 6, right? Is that what he's?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then, how did the children get along?
Well, her ex, he was never around. He kind of left the relationship when Elijah was 1, so I kind of took over.
Okay.
And, that aspect. But they get along great. They've grown up together. They're two peas in a pod, and they stick together and look out for each other.
And see, I like that story. Ryan, thank you. A citizen of Sway in the morning. Because these things can work. What was one good piece of advice you give to parents who come or are in blended situations to help that situation work out?
Well, depending on the parents, I mean, think about it. If two parents get together, or if you're a person coming into the relationship, you are a step parent. The best thing that I have always said to women is, God bless you for taking care of a child that don't share your DNA. What could have, in a perfect world, we could have walked away and said, listen, this is for the kids.
Yeah.
They could still come and see me. They could still do whatever and so forth. Unfortunately, it gets kind of crazy. But the best thing that have happened is that when you get a call from the children, they say, we miss you. We didn't have a good summer because you weren't involved.
Yeah.
You know, we always did something. Thank you for taking care of us. Thank you for the coat that you gave us. Thank you for all these things that I've contributed in their life, education-wise and so forth.
Donna Jarrett is here, author of the book, You're Not My Mommy, Warnings from an Ex-Stepmother. Your new husband, just out of curiosity, he has a job?
Sure enough.
Okay, there you go. You're doing better, girl.
And no kids.
All right, good for you, damn it. Boy, you sure know how to pick them. My gosh, Kelly Kincaid, thank you.
Thank you. And how can people get this book?
Well, they can actually go into my website, www.ittakesavillagetoday.com, or you can get it from Amazon.
Okay.
You will find it right in there.
And it takes a village today?
It takes a village today.com.
Okay.
.com. Absolutely.
Right. You have a Twitter address?
I do. It's djarrett123.
And then Kelly Kincaid, yours?
You can reach me on Twitter at Kelly Kincaid, KELLYKINKAID.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Up later on the show, we have the wonderful vocalist Alice Smith. And up next, we have Ty Dollars from Taylor Gang. You know about Ty Dollars? Hit us, 888-742-3345. In the morning, Shade 45. Alice Smith is getting ready to come. If you don't know who she is, very powerful vocalist. She just performed Black Girls Rock, but I've seen her perform at various shows. And, you know, she's someone I've always wanted to have come up on the show just so people can hear a great vocalist. You know, she doesn't rap necessarily, but you don't have this me, man. I'm immersed in this music culture. I find things that I like. I attach myself to them, try to support them as much as we can. Mm-hmm. For that reason, she'll be up next. Speaking of which, there's a guy named Seneca the Kid who did our Wake Up Show Unplugged series, which you could find on wakeupshow.com.
Right.
And we had a bunch of fly band members come, musicians played, and they just did the jam session. And they did a jam session. We invited a lot of artists to come in and just kind of improv. And we're making this available on wakeupshow.com right now, matter of fact. Wake Up Show runs here every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern on Shade 45. And I want to play this kid, Seneca. And you know, and if you like what you hear, hit us up at Wake Up Show on Twitter. If you want to find out more, hit us up on Wake Up Show on Twitter and go to wakeupshow.com. Here it is, Seneca the Kid, Wake Up Show Unplugged.
Reporting on arrests.
Have you figured out why I'm in these echoes?
Fights.
You're a fucking dickhead.
And celebrity meltdowns.
No! If you can't help them, help me!
It's the Celebrity Wire on Sway in the Morning.
Facts.
Be a bully before Celebrity Wire.
18 minutes into the hour. Stay focused. We got Celebrity Wire with Tracy G.
Yes, so we're going to start off with Pebbles and all of this business that's happening of the TLC biopic. We know that Pebbles, her daughter, she came out on record and said that Chili had an affair with her daddy, who is L.A. Reid. Now, Pebbles, she has kept mum when it comes to that fact, but she went on Wendy Williams, and this is what she said.
I suspected a couple of things, but I didn't want to believe that. And for years, I didn't want to believe that because I felt like they were daughters to me. I cannot tell you that, but I am going to write my book and put it in there. But believe me when I say, I saw a couple of things.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Pebbles, they were signed to her production company, TLC was, right?
They're the ones that helped shape TLC, her and L.A. Reid.
Okay, and L.A. Reid was at LaFace Records at that time. Wow.
You're looking at my disgusted face,
Why?
right? Because I just remember, like, I don't know certain things about my mother
Mm-hmm.
and still don't want to know as a grown-ass woman. I just think it's interesting how her daughter knows this is coming out. It's just nasty. Chili has kids. The T-Boz has kids. Jamie Foster Brown joined us early and said there's more stuff to come out. I just think airing dirty laundry like this, sometimes nothing good could come from it.
So much for that legacy.
Aye, aye, aye. And now there's more drama between women. This is Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj. We saw it happen in American Idol. Of course, they're not judging it anymore, but Mariah, she was still talking about what it was like to work with Nicki.
It was like hell, going to work every day in hell with Satan.
Oh, wow, man. That is so harsh.
She cut deep.
Who won American Idol last year?
Mariah Carey?
Mariah? It doesn't matter. Who judged American Idol last year?
Who?
Mariah Carey. Randy Jackson.
No. He was there.
My
Nicki
point
Minaj and Keith Urban.
Nobody cares about American Idol. Boo!
All right, yeah.
All right, now some drama between Team Testosterone. Now, when it comes to Trinidad James, he was pumped with audacity. He was doing a show out in Brooklyn. This is an Atlanta rapper, by the way. And he put out some words that were filled with angst and agitation. This is what he said.
I remember when New York rap was the shit. And us in the South, us Bammers, we was like, what the fuck? And we just did our own thing. But now we run y'all musically. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, my nigga. That's crazy. I'm not trying to start that, but if you want to do something, we can do something because I don't give a fuck.
So basically, he said that Southern rappers are taking over New York. So that's going to ruffle up a couple feathers with, New York-bred rappers such as Mano. He went on Twitter and he said Kendrick rapped his position on himself lyrically. That's rap. James held a lecture on the state of affairs in New York. Who the fuck are you? Hey, buddy, Trinidad James, I'll be your Huckleberry, LOL. I'ma brush those teeth when I see you, baby boy. You a street nigga, right? LMAO. After we clean this guy, Trinidad
James.
James.
Check it out, man. It doesn't even matter, man. Listen, y'all make hits, he can't say shit. Point blank. Why New York has been responding to Kendrick, Trinidad James. It looks crazy. Who cares? Like, hip-hop is bigger than New York. It's bigger than the South. It's global. If you make hits... if you make hits, that's the best response. Get out there and make some hits.
I agree.
He's entitled to his opinion. Get out there and make some hits. You'll be all right. Tracy G, thank you for that Celebrity Wire.
No doubt.
All right. Up next, we're going to take your comments on today's show. Anything you want to say? And then also, Alice Smith is coming up. I'm sorry. All right. Sway in the morning.
Go, Sway. Yeah. Kill the game, Sway. Take her.
No.
Yeah,
man. You got the feeling.
Oof, chills.
Sing.
Come on, man.
Coming for you.
Man. This has been one of my favorite artists for a couple of years now. And the ill thing is, I discovered her music before I discovered who she is as a person. Back was the Dream record. What's the one that got the Dream record?
Yeah.
And you had that from that For Lovers.
For Lovers, Dreamers, and Me.
Dreamers and Me. That project was ridiculous. And I just feel like, first of all, welcome Alice Smith to Sway in the Morning Shade 4-5. And we kept stumbling across each other at different performances that some you didn't even know I was there.
Right.
And then there was one I saw you recently, Kelly. Where was that event we were at? A Microsoft event, and I had no idea that you were performing there.
Uh-huh.
And I saw you perform there, and I just really fell in love with your music, your energy, and I think you're great. for music culture. Some folks, I think you may not think so. You have such a strong constituency. You have a strong base. You have your following are people who are really passionate about music. There's a lot of people who don't know who you are.
Yeah.
And I still, as someone who does, find that to be kind of cool.
No.
You know, you don't. That ain't gonna pay no bills. You know, you got babies to feed or whatever. But you know, it just goes to show that there's many layers to this music business.
Yeah.
You know, there's those that you see all the time on TV. You see them all the time on award shows. You hear their music all over the radio, and that's fine for them. But then there's this subculture that exists at the same time, if you will, of artists who are as good, if not better. Make better quality music, make stronger songs, and that's the category I'll put you in. People are going to figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
And then our great big secret is out and discovered, which is good for you. But you have a new project, relatively new. It's called She.
Yes.
It came out earlier this year, right? And it's been how many years in the making?
Oh, well, the last one came out, I think, in 2006.
In 2006.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? So how you been paying your rent since 2006?
Paying my rent?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know, I have a partner.
Oh, okay. So you okay?
So I get help.
You get help.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of support.
You got a lot of support.
And I kept playing. I've always played. Also, you know, but I think it's a lot of help.
A lot of help has helped get you here. How did you even get started in music? Were you one of those kids that sang, you know, from the beginning since you came out the womb?
I sang always. I always sang when I was little, but I didn't really, you know, everybody did, so I didn't really think about it at all. And I probably, I got started actually doing it in college, and I got involved with Tamakali Brown and Greg Tate and in New York, and doing the Black Rock Coalition kind of vibe thing. And that was probably almost my senior year, and then it just kind of kept going from there. You know, I met this one and that one and sing this song, and you know.
And just perform. You just been performing, and what keeps you motivated? Because I know it has to be frustrating when you're a talented artist and you see all these people around you, you know, that are coming up, and no knock to them, but a lot of them can't hold a candle to you. So what keeps you motivated?
I think I just I don't really see a real choice in it, and I don't really see, you know, which I guess is a blessing for me. But I also I don't see there's no real finish line. So it's not something that you can say, oh, I give up. You know, I've gotten to this point, or I haven't gotten to this point, and I'm gonna just stop now. I mean, it's just kind of what I do. Not much else I really. Sometimes I think about it. Yeah,
this is it.
It's my thing, you know.
It's either this or nothing.
Or babies.
Okay, this or babies.
Yeah. The only other thing I ever wanted to do.
That costs home. That is a lot more than rent.
I mean, that's
a lot more expensive than rent.
So
that's real. Babies. That's real. How many babies you got? One right now?
One.
Okay. All right. I've seen your child. I know his dad.
Oh
yeah.
So you know too much.
But it's about you.
Yeah, but like you were saying, there's not a lot of peers, Alice, that are at your same level vocally. Like, who right now could you see yourself collaborating with?
Oh, I don't know. Anybody? Almost.
Really?
Who wants to?
I'm not mad.
Give me
at
a
Alice
call.
Smith right
What about
here.
like a big pop star though?
A big pop star?
Could you see yourself like with Rihanna?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I like pop stuff a lot.
Okay.
You know, I grew up on pop stuff.
I like her.
I just don't really do it.
You know why? Because when you
myself.
say pop stars, see, Alice got it. You know, she light skinned, she got real hair, she's tall, you thin. Like, you could come out like a whore. Like, you could come out like a straight up whore right now and win. I like the fact you came in here with a leather jacket on, and I feel fuck it coming from you. You're like, I don't give a fuck. Look, I'm either going to rock in the music industry or have fucking kids. What's my choice right now? I came to win.
Yeah.
Either play the game to win or stop playing. That's my motto, and I feel that coming from you. I like you, Alex Smith. Alex Smith. That's
Thank you very much, Heather.
You're welcome.
888-742-3345. You want to speak to an artist you never spoke to or one that you are familiar with? Call us. This is Alex Smith. Fool for You. Fool for You. That's Alex Smith. You might have saw her at Black Girls Rock.
Yep.
Shut It Down.
Shut
it down. A lot of these people might be fearful of her potential success.
Talk about
This ain't got nothing to do with you, Alice. This is my theory. Sometimes people see you coming up in the lane, they don't move aside to let what's supposed to happen. But it's happening now for you. The project is called She. You got a lot of great songs on this project. People have been waiting for this project. It's been out for a minute. We got people on the phone lines that want to talk with you.
Nice.
There's no other reason why I wanted to have you here other than you being a great artist and a great person. I think people need to hear you as much as possible. We got Vaughn from Albany on the line. Say hello to Alice Smith.
How you doing, Alice?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
Okay.
Man, I just wanted to say, I'm sorry to cut you off, but my girl, she listens to you, and she's always playing this song. I'm like, who is this? And you sound so good.
Thank you.
Wow, that's great.
I have to say, I appreciate your music. It sounds very good. You should always play it all the time.
Hey, Vaughn, do me to show your appreciation and download that. Go order it off of iTunes, all right?
Oh, yeah, we'll do.
Okay, cool. We got CJ and Callie. Go ahead. What you want to say to Alice Smith?
Good morning, all, Sway, and everybody.
Hey, good morning, CJ.
Good morning.
How's it going? Hey, Sway, I go back with you like CMC back in the Bay Area and all that. You know, it's been a long time since I've seen you or whatnot.
Oh, wow.
Damn, that bone just fell out my phone.
Now, I appreciate you always bringing artists like this out. This authentic, real artist. You know, it's been a long time since I've heard some real good music, and she has a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
You know, I just keep on doing it, baby, and I don't care if you sell 1 million or 10. Just know I will be that one that will pick up your copy no matter what.
Oh, thank you so
I really
much.
appreciate your real music.
Thank you.
And that's all I want to say. You guys be good.
All right, pick up that album, She. All right, you know.
I will.
It's important that, you know, when you hear something that you feel is good, you have to support it. Otherwise, she can't support herself.
Right.
We got Trina in Georgia on the line. Go ahead, say hello to Alice Smith.
Hi, Alice Smith. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm fine. I enjoy your music, and you one of the best real music in my century. And may God continue to bless you in the near future.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, support her and get that album, She.
I will.
All right, there you go. So we got the album out. Have you had a chance to, like you did Black Girls Rock? Did you meet Patti LaBelle?
I didn't at the show, but I met her before at a BB King show that she did, and I ran out the room. I ran out the room. I could not handle it.
Too much.
It was too much. I was like, hey, okay, have a second, bye.
And that was it, huh?
Peace. I had to go.
Damn, was she familiar with your music?
No.
Has there been a artist that heard you sing and commented on your music that kind of, you know, made you feel special because of that artist was into what you're doing?
Recently, I was invited by Prince to sing. I did. It was good.
She's stunning on us.
I loved it.
All right.
And so I got to sing with the MPG and over at City Winery, those City Winery shows that you hear about. And that was amazing.
Prince, man.
And I got to sit like backstage with him, and he just like, he's nuts.
That's his shirt and jacket.
Yeah.
It
looks like
That's his shirt
let
and
me
jacket.
hold it.
Yeah, that's his shirt and jacket. I just figured it.
Almost. Lord Jesus.
Yeah, you got a Prince blouse on, man. It's something
you don't
else.
want to see the whole thing. It's a little extreme.
That's your guitar player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom.
And you guys collaborate on the music a lot too, right?
No, we don't.
He just plays. That's
No,
it.
Yeah, he just plays.
Yeah, I've
He
seen
gets
you
on
before,
my nerves.
man. What's up? How you doing, bro?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Yeah. What's your name?
I'm Tom.
Tom what?
Tom Lubay.
Tom Lubay. All right. How long y'all been playing together?
Oh, a long time.
Did you bring a guitar with you by any chance?
I did.
What? You did?
What?
Where is it?
It's outside, right?
Is it in the building?
It is in the building.
Can you go get that for me?
Oh.
I don't know. Ask my boss.
Oh, is that okay? Can we hear something?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sway in the morning.
There it is, man. Let's play that Be Easy real quick. And then, all right, this is Alice Smith, Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah. Sway in the Morning, easy right there. That's Alice Smith. Get the project. It's called She. Alice is going to be doing something with our sister station, Heart and Soul, on Channel 48. And you can hear a lot of her music there on Heart and Soul as well. But here at Shade 4-5, the citizens, we like all kind of music. It's hip hop centric here at Shade 4-5. But where does hip hop come from? In its beginning stages, most of the music was sampled from different genres, whether it's rock, electro, soul, funk, whatever you want to call it. And and you're a part of this hip hop generation, Alice Smith. So it makes so much sense to have you on Shade 4-5. And
that's right.
Our listenership, man, they know more about music than most people in the music business. So if they say it's hot, then it's hot. She got the new project. She is out now. Download it. I was hoping you could perform something just live right here, do an acoustic thing for us. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay, what you gonna do for us? Yeah, you need me.
I'm gonna do.
You need me to duet for you. Let me know.
I'm gonna do. I'll do Ocean. You'll do Ocean.
Do Ocean. It's Alice Smith, Shade 4-5.
If you'll allow it, I'll just make it plain. There's something I've been dying to say, just to tell you that I have no plans to go nowhere. What can I do to make you understand? You seem to me to be a hell of a man, a pleasure and a joy, the only thing I'll ever need. My love, I had a dream you were the ocean. My love, and you bathed me in devotion. Love, you knew the answer to the question. Love, love. It's not uncommon when you walk in the room. Exhilaration sparks a thunderous tune. A song of paradise fills in my mind with shades of blue. You see, I've never come this distance before. I hadn't found a love much more than a bore. And now our romance is a victory in love for sure. My love, I had a dream you were the ocean. My love, and you bathed me in devotion. Never, you knew the answer to the question. Love, love. Lover, lover, you'll always be my lover, lover. Can't go away, my lover. Give in to me, my love. My love, I had a dream you were the ocean. My love, and you bathed me in devotion. Lover, you knew the answer to the question. Love, love, my love, hey, my love, lover, love.
Alice Smith, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful Alice Smith. We got Warren from Denver on the line. Warren, what you got to say about that, man?
Man, I just want to say, Alex Smith, I'm a big fan. I think you're very talented. I love your.
All right, we got Sean from Cali on the line. What you want to say to Alice Smith?
Hey, man, I just want to say, man, I'm a big fan of, like, the Layla James and the Lola Fiona. And right now, I've never heard this artist before, but I got to go pick that album up, man.
Please, thank you.
Yes, it's called She. Miguel in North Carolina. What do you want to say?
Hey, what's up, man?
What up,
I
homie?
gotta say, Alice, your voice is so strong. Like, I picture Angela Bassett singing to me. Like, that's what I hear. You know what I'm saying? You got the strongest voice I heard in a long time.
Oh, man. Thank you.
Hey, man, thanks for your call, man. Pick up that album. It's called She. Alice, thank you for blessing our airwaves.
Man.
We appreciate that, okay?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that
And
a
man,
lot.
much success to you, and I hope people discover you. You're going to be around for a long time,
Yeah.
and I love your energy. She's a beautiful woman,
Yes.
and, and you exude, beautiful energy. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're not bad on that acoustic either, brother. I just want to say,
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You put me on the spot.
Yeah, man.
Don't talk to him. He doesn't know.
That's what we do. All right. We're going to take your comments on today's show. 888-742-3345. Sway in the morning. Shade 45. All right. Sway in the morning. Shade 45. We want to thank all our guests that came by today.
Yeah, we have to, Sway.
Okay, Dr. Jamie Foster Brown, Sister to Sister, celebrating their 25th anniversary. Get
Yes.
this month's issue with her on the cover, next month with Floyd Mayweather. And S2SMagazine.com. Make sure you check that out. Also, we got to thank another one of our guests, Alice Smith, for coming by.
Wow, man.
And just being, how did you think? Tracy, you're fairly new to Alice. What did you think?
She took all the freaking oxygen out of me. Incredible voice. And it's very different kind of spirit.
Yeah, right?
Definitely commands the room.
Mm-hmm.
But like in a quiet, powerful way.
Absolutely. T-Pain came by.
Oh, yeah.
He was great to speak with. He got his new project that's coming out called Stoicville sometime next year. His new song, Up and Down, Do This All Day. The video will be premiering today on 106 in Park.
Yeah.
It's good to see T-Pain, right?
It was, Sway.
Yeah.
Even better listening to what he had to say, though. People spend all their lives trying to get into this industry, and they never think about what happens when you actually do blow up and
Yeah.
you start making millions of dollars.
Mhm.
How do you deal with that level of fame
Yeah.
and notoriety? Going back in the studio, making music. It was just really interesting to hear what he had to say, and I felt like he gave you a really honest introspective of it. It was good.
Yep, T-Pain, man. Look out for that guy. And tomorrow, man, we got a really special guest that's coming by. It's a friend of mine. I like to think, we all been through trials and tribulations with him, literally. One of the greatest R&B vocalists of our generation and songwriters.
Ooh.
The one, the only.
Bobby Brown.
R. Kelly. R. Kelly will be here tomorrow, and we're going to sit and talk with the
wow,
R.
Sway.
Yeah.
You doing that?
We're doing that.
R. Kelly?
R. Kelly's. He's coming tomorrow. Matter of fact, tweet him and tell him you can't wait to hear him to make sure he shows up if you tune in right now. But he's coming tomorrow. R. Kelly.
Wow.
R. Kelly.
That's gonna
Nothing else to say.
Nothing else to say? Okay, Tracy G, you can be reached with?
I can be reached on Twitter at It's Tracy G with no E, and that's the same thing for Instagram.
Heather B.
Hit me up at the happy hour, heatherb.com, citizens. And for all of you that's been coming out to Sporty Sundays, tomorrow night, all the pictures and drinks and recipes will be up at the happy hour, heatherb.com. Click on. You may be surprised that you see yourself having a good time.
You'll see me, and I'm at Real Sway on Twitter and Instagram, and you know what? We're gonna get that T-Pain interview up tonight, so be on the lookout for that, and you can hear T-Pain sing without auto-tune. That'll be up on Sway's Universe tonight, so check for that. And until tomorrow, we have nothing left to say.